All right, so today we're taking a look at the Adidas Z.N.E 01 ANC. And actually, up until a few weeks ago, I didn't even know that Adidas makes true wireless earbuds. So long story short, I came across these online and they looked pretty interesting, so I decided to grab a pair. Now, the price on these is $180. Right now, you can actually get them on Amazon for around $150, which I do think is a fair price. Looking at the specs, I figured that a big part of that price has to do with the fact that they're made by Adidas. So I actually found a brand new pair on eBay, which I was able to pick up for $100. So I've been using these for about a week, and I actually really like them. They're bringing some impressive specs like active noise cancellation, transparency mode, and you even have app support. So you've got some EQ controls and some other small customization options. So it's not like Adidas took a generic pair of earbuds, slapped a logo on them, and put them up for sale. So you do have two color options. You have gray, which is actually more of like an off-white, and then you have black. So here you can see we have the charging case, pretty pocketable size, so no issues there. And the case actually has sort of that elephant print pattern. I know it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but it's the same type of pattern that you see on like the Jordan 3s if you're familiar with that. So I do like that feature. Like I said, I know it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but in person it does add a nice touch. And then you have that infamous Adidas logo right in the middle. And right above that, you do have an LED indicator, which is going to help you gauge your battery life. And the logo has like a rubber texture to it, and it's actually a button which you can press to check the battery life of the case. So that's another touch that I think is really nice. On the bottom, you have your Type-C charging port, and overall the build quality here is very solid. Moving over to the earbuds, again, we have that same elephant pattern, and then you have the famous 3 stripes going along the stem. These do feature in-ear detection, so anytime you remove one of the earbuds from your ear, your music will automatically pause. These are also using touch-sensitive controls, and they give you control over everything except for your volume. So unfortunately, if you're in the middle of a workout and you want to increase or decrease the volume, you'll have to reach for your phone or use your voice assistant. So these are running Bluetooth 5.2, so you are getting the most up-to-date Bluetooth connection. They do support independent use, so you can use either earbud while the other remains inside of the case. As far as battery life, they're claiming about 4.5 hours with active noise cancellation turned on and around 6 hours with active noise cancellation turned off. Including the charging case, you're looking at a total of around 26 hours. These do feature fast charge, so just 15 minutes in the case will give you about an hour of listening time. And these do support wireless charging, so if that's an important feature for you, these have you covered. As far as water resistance, these have an IPX5 rating, which means any intense workout sessions will be no problem. So as long as you don't completely submerge these in water, you'll be okay. Also, the charging case has an IPX4 rating, which means it can withstand sweat and light splashes of water, which is nice to have for a pair of earbuds geared towards the gym. Now, when it comes to the fit, the key here is going to be getting the right size ear tips. For me and my smaller sized ears, the fit is decent. I think throughout the course of a workout, I would have to readjust them maybe a few times, but if you have larger size ears, then I don't think you'll have that issue. I think with the right size ear tips, you'll be able to get a really secure fit. And these are also really comfortable. I think they have a really ergonomic shape and design. The touch controls are easy to use. They're very responsive, so I had no issues there. But if you sweat heavily, and maybe if you have wet hands or fingers, then you may experience a drop in accuracy. Now let's go ahead and talk about the sound. So like I said, you do have app support with these, which gives you access to some different EQ options. So you have a few different presets to play around with. And overall, I do like the sound. You're getting some really nice bass. Now it's not super intense subwoofer type bass, but it is nice and punchy. So if you're a fan of bass, then I don't think you'll be disappointed. There's definitely enough there for a pair of gym earbuds. As far as the treble and clarity, I think they have you covered there as well. Nothing too sharp or overly piercing. Now, at first glance, I did think that the equalizer was fully adjustable, but it's not, so you are limited to those presets. And I actually found myself using the rock preset the most. I feel like it does the best at giving me the dynamic sound that I typically go for. Also, you are getting some solid max volume, so if you're in the gym trying to drown out as much noise as possible, I don't think you'll have any issues. As far as the active noise cancellation, I was pretty surprised here because the performance is actually really good. These can definitely compete with anything in that $100 to $200 price range, so not quite up there with the big boys, but honestly not that far off. So you're going to be able to block out a lot of your ambient sounds. And it's pretty much the same case with the transparency mode. Not quite up there with the best of the best like your AirPods Pro, but it does help you become more in tune with your surroundings, especially if you spend a lot of time outdoors, maybe if you're running or hiking on a trail or anything of that nature. So in addition to the EQ options that you have within the app, there's a few other things that I want to highlight. The first one being the option to customize the long press of the earbuds. So the default setup is for that to control your ambient sound, so you can switch between your ANC and your transparency mode. But you also have the option to launch the Adidas app, which is like a fitness app that helps you track your stats and your metrics for jogging, hiking, cycling, and things like that. So if you're like an avid runner or jogger, or if you're just really into fitness and you already use the Adidas app, then that would be super convenient. And then you also have the option to launch Spotify or activate your voice assistant. And you are able to customize this function for each earbud. So if you want to leave one earbud for your ambient sound control and have the other earbud do something completely different, you do have that option. Now let's go ahead and do our microphone test to give you guys an idea of the call quality. All right, so this is a microphone test. Right now we have quiet conditions. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So this should give you an idea as to how you would sound if you choose to take calls in a quiet environment. Now let's add some background noise to see how well they do in a more noisy environment. All right, so now we got some crowd noise being played on the speaker. So this should give you a rough idea as to how you'll sound if you choose to take calls in a more noisy environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So overall, these earbuds actually impressed me. I don't know if I would pay $180, but for $150 or lower, I think these are a solid pickup, especially if you're already a fan of Adidas. Maybe if you wear their apparel or their shoes and you're into fitness, then the earbuds would complete the setup. And like I said, it's not like they're just a generic pair of earbuds with an Adidas logo. You're actually getting some solid performance. So if you're interested in grabbing a pair, be sure to check out the affiliate links down in the description. It does help support the channel anytime you make purchases directly through those links, and it's at no extra cost to you. Also, if you found this video to be helpful, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel. And you can follow me on social media at CEO in the Making to stay up to date on all my latest content. So I appreciate you watching this video as well as all the others. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.